2026 is not going to crash America overnight. That's what makes it dangerous. No sirens, no breaking news, just quiet changes happening month by month that will slowly reshape how Americans live, earn, and survive. By the end of 2026, many people will look back and say, "I didn't notice when things started slipping, but I can feel it now." This video is about those silent shifts and why 2026 will matter more than most people expect. Subscribe to Easy Finance. This channel focuses on what's coming next, not just what already happened. If you want to understand 2026 before it fully arrives, stay connected. Every decade has a turning year, a year where trends stop forming and start locking in. For the U.S. economy, 2026 is that year. Not because one big event will happen, but because multiple pressures will overlap. Housing, debt, jobs, cost of living, and financial psychology. Separately, they seem manageable. Together, they change behavior. And when behavior changes, society follows. In 2026, housing will not collapse. It also won't become affordable. That's the trap. Rent increases may slow, but high rent becomes permanent. This means in 2026, more Americans will delay moving, fewer will upgrade their lifestyle, and many will silently accept less space, less comfort, less flexibility. Home ownership in 2026 becomes more psychological than practical. People won't ask, "Can I buy a home?" They'll ask, "Is it even worth trying anymore?" That mindset shift is powerful and dangerous for long-term wealth. In 2026, many Americans will still have jobs. That's the headline. The reality is different. Job security will feel weaker even when employment looks strong. Why? Because in 2026, companies focus on efficiency, not loyalty. Raises lag behind living costs, and career growth slows for average workers. People will work more carefully, not more confidently. And when confidence disappears, spending behavior changes, which affects the entire economy. 2026 will not shock people with inflation, it will exhaust them with consistency. Small increases become permanent. Groceries don't spike, they stay high. Insurance doesn't explode, it creeps. Subscriptions multiply, fees normalize. By late 2026, many people will say, "I make more than before, so why does everything feel tighter?" That question is the emotional signal of decline, not poverty, but pressure. By 2026, debt will no longer feel like failure. It will feel like participation. Credit cards will be used less for emergencies and more for lifestyle continuity. The danger in 2026 isn't new debt, it's never-ending debt. Interest payments quietly absorb future income, and future income becomes less flexible. This is how people feel busy, responsible, and trapped all at the same time. In 2026, the middle class won't vanish, it will compress. More people will live one lifestyle below their income, not because they want to, but because safety becomes more valuable than growth. This creates a nation that looks stable but feels anxious, and anxiety changes politics, markets, and relationships. Big crises announce themselves, slow shifts don't. 2026 will feel normal until it suddenly doesn't. People adapt gradually. By the time adaptation becomes exhaustion, habits are already locked in. That's why awareness matters before damage. The most prepared people in 2026 won't predict the future, they'll reduce fragility. They focus on lower fixed expenses, less high-interest debt, multiple income awareness, and financial education. Not to win the system, but to avoid being crushed by it. 2026 will reward awareness and punish ignorance. If this video helped you understand what's quietly unfolding, subscribe to Easy Finance. This channel exists to decode the future step by step before it becomes unavoidable. Subscribe now, because the best time to understand change is before it feels personal.